Blast from the Grassroots, connecting people and sharing ideas. Hi, good morning. This is Gowri.
And this is Grace.
And we are moving on to our Blast from the Grassroots session this morning. And we have a musician in the house. And it is none other than our very own Cheong.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for joining us in the studio.
You're welcome.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
It's still morning. I hope you're not that tired.
Oh, no, I'm feeling great. I'm all up. Let's do this. So.
Okay.
So, yeah, Ray, maybe you can give us a little background to how you got started in music first.
Let me see. All right. Oh, back in when I was 16, I guess I was with a rock band in high school, and then we played some concerts, school concerts.
Oh, sounds like the classic American dream.
Yeah, that's typical, man. So I was the vocalist. I didn't touch the guitar back then, so it started from there and it carried on till today.
So what are you working on now? Apart from all your gigs and all, you do perform a lot in KL, though.
Yes.
So basically, what have you been up to? Yeah, past few months.
Recently, I've been producing some corporate tracks. I've also been sessioning for with some musicians as well. And apart from that, I've been writing new materials for an upcoming album, which features most of my songs, but in proper arrangement. So yeah.
So you say your songs means you have your original songs.
Yeah.
So how many can we expect from this album?
At least 11.
Wow.
11. That's a lot of tracks. Yeah.
So before this, you have a couple of albums, but they are
live recordings. Yeah.
So this is going to be your first studio recorded album.
Yeah. So I hope it does justice to the song. Yeah.
So is there a theme that you're trying to follow?
Not really.
Okay.
I just want to produce give each song a nice character to the song, and don't need to play so much guitar into it, but just have character into the song. Just have the song. So that's what I'm planning to do: produce a song.
So you are a singer-songwriter plus fingerstyle guitarist, right? So when it comes to writing music, writing songs, what's your inspiration?
I try to get my emotions into writing because I think that's the best way. And then, to me, the beat plays a big part in the writing. The lyrics plays a very huge part in how the arrangement should be. But all so subjective, it all depends on what we want to achieve. And sometimes certain songs, you just want to let it flow. So yeah, it's so subjective. But mainly, I guess, after listening to a good track on YouTube, I'll get immediate inspiration to write.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. So then from there, it's more like music via lyrics, right? You want to send messages to your friends and
Yes.
audience.
Yeah.
So what's your approach in this, when it comes to writing music, other than the inspiration?
Right now, I try to sing like you're talking to the person, rather than the Broadway singing or the diva singing, where it carries. It's all about the note and how much can we go with it. How much can we make? I think it goes back to the old singer-songwriter thing, folk and stuff. And the modern touch is, of course, I put a lot of soul rock energy into the singing because it's just naturally there. So yeah.
And what kind of music would you consider that you do? I mean, the genre, sorry.
I would call my music contemporary.
Okay.
Contemporary pop? Or
Pop, yeah. Not much. I think contemporary pop, adult contemporary would be more precise because there's not much pop arrangement elements into the songs, but there's a contemporary feel where everyone is familiar with the songs, and adult, meaning that probably age 15, 16, when you can touch the guitar, you probably like love the songs. I think, yeah.
So you've been traveling outside of Malaysia and then like touring around and perform your music. So what is it like outside of Malaysia when it comes to performing?
Okay, I think it's great. The first experience I had as a traveling musician in London was how much people are so receptive towards something new and something different, and people don't mind, and people want to listen to something new. If you play something too familiar, they just they do not want to listen to you as much. So from then on, there's also another way to approach your set, the music, where I learned how to get people's attention with the right arrangement.
Right.
And it all happens during a live session, experience of playing in many bars.
Do you feel like it's the other way around here, that people prefer to listen to covers as opposed to original songs?
I think it's just the way people are told to listen, maybe. A way of life where trend matters. What you listen, the newest thing, not the best thing.
Right.
So it's all about the newest
and the latest.
So because keeping up with your friends, like football or a lot of things, we need to keep up with our friends with a lot of things that doesn't matter at all. So that's what we all do. So I guess we need to educate people to matter about this, then to care about this, because there are a lot of things that can fill up a person's void, and music is one of them. And to me, I tell people that, hey, we always wish that we have a Malaysian team going on for football and whatever. Now we have a local musician really doing having good music, good feel and everything. I think we should just listen to it, and if you like it, why not listen to it more, and find more of other musicians in the country, I think that is a great thing.
Do you think there are enough platforms for our local musicians to push their music to come up?
I think there are enough platforms, and there are also a number of growing platforms like Duran ASEAN.
Thank you.
So the thing is, as musicians, they themselves need to know when to step in, when to take the step to come in and approach these people, when is the right moment to do everything, and must take the step, I guess. Yeah, it's all about the extra effort. And nothing comes really fast. Everything has to take time. You have to build a trust, earn the trust, earn the respect, and you can't force anything. It's music. You can't. If people don't like it now, people might like it later.
Right.
It's all right, but you have to just do it if you believe in it. Yeah.
And be persistent.
Yeah.
So apart from that, you were telling me earlier about your special style, which is the
Fingerstyle guitar.
Mainly like slapping, tapping. I like to just slap the guitar. Yeah, like.
Does your guitar cry?
Yeah, it cries, man. So I slap the guitar. Mostly this is I'll call it new age acoustic guitar songs that I play. We used to have a bunch of jazz standards. We have classical music, also standard of songs that I played over. So now I feel there's a new set of songs, just from guitarists that does more than just strumming on the guitar and normal bluegrass playing. They incorporate everything, percussive playing and everything. So I think it's a new thing, So if there are so many set of songs that you can actually pick up and play, and it's entertaining to play to others and to yourself, and it's like it's new.
When you say new, you mean new to Malaysia, or the style itself is
generally
still... Right.
I guess, in America probably it got popularized in the last 8 years, 10 years, but over here, past 2 years, 3 years maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's still a relatively very new thing.
Yeah.
And apart from you, do you know other local artists who are...
Definitely, we have great. We already have established musicians that plays fingerstyle. Mr. Asamat, which travels more. Like he plays. He plays and give master classes as well around the world. So, and he is more classical, based on a more classical background and more jazz as well. So he have his style of distinctive playing, and he have a lot of albums. So I believe that we need more of him around, and he's not afraid at all to just pursue what he believes in, and it's great. I would highlight Mr. Asamad and also Azrin Aminuddin as well, that I know of, which I hope they come up with an album soon. And I see many young players who actually play really well, and they have their own stuff, but they just are not performers yet. You know, they haven't got up to the stage yet. So they have to find their way to get up to the stage, find their way to get up there, how people do it, and yeah.
Because you will see a lot of I will say guitarists, they can play and then sing at the same time. But when it comes to styles such as how Ray Cheong and Asamat play, like fingerstyle, it's a bit of a next step, a next challenge.
Right, the next level.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
it's a combination of both. Or they will just dig into one well, which is just how Asamat's been doing, like just playing the fingerstyle guitar. So, like Ray Chung said, I can agree with him because I would love to see more of them, like on different platforms in Malaysia, and it's also very stylish. You know how you play around with your guitar or your own instruments, and how that particular instrument can make its own sound from it. Yeah,
and it becomes kind of percussive as well.
Exactly,
It's not just about the strings.
I think that's very amazing.
And you've also performed with some really notable people like Pixie Lott, Tommy Emmanuel, and also Yannick Bovey. How was that experience, and how did you get roped into that?
Those experiences taught me to be really professional at a lot of levels, and music is just more than what I used to believe. That I think most people that play music started out believing that they should do this only, and this is the best thing. I think as a musician, ultimately you can do everything. It's what you want to do and when you want to do it. And when I was playing with Pixie Lott, Yannick Bovey, very established musician, they taught me to be very calm and composed, and also imagine the practice time is like none. It's like I meet them and let's go. You know, let's go. All right. So
how did it feel like? It's just you never met them before, and
Grace is shocked.
Like on the spot, you were just going. Like it's more like jamming.
Yeah. But thankfully, I am have to say I'm very experienced in just going and just doing it. So I guess I was okay. I practiced it beforehand, of course, with their YouTube stuff, and I had more time with certain artists like Yannick Bovey.
I see.
We had like two performances, Pixie Lott as well. Yeah.
What was it in Malaysia, or did you actually?
Malaysia, yes.
So they were all in Malaysia, and that's when you were playing for them.
This was last year and last 2 years. Yeah, it was interesting because those two were pop singers / jazz singers, and then we have Tommy Emmanuel, who is a guitar virtuoso, which is totally different thing. Which I'm glad that I'm actually in it as well. So I hope that my music can be heard in different platforms. This is what I mean by the platforms.
Yes.
So these are different platforms that I've touched, and I hope other people can see that where they can go with their music, and don't be afraid to share it all. Yeah, you gotta share all you have. Yeah.
And apart from that, you conduct classes as well.
Yeah, more like private classes. Those only those who really wanna, because I wanna skip to the next level. I kind of know, like in learning process we have 2 ways of learning. One is going by the book. One is really walking. And then one more way is I teach you how to do yoga in between. So there's some tricks that would enable any musician to just look at music differently, like mathematics. That's all. Yeah. So my private class features some of that magic classes.
Oh.
Magic tutorial classes, which I think is not about playing guitar, but by knowing certain how you look at music will definitely change the way you play, and it's all about how you look at it.
As in changing your perception, is it?
Yeah, and during certain times in my life, I literally stopped touching the guitar for months and just don't listen to music.
And how did it work for you? Yeah.
I used to do that. I used to do that I don't do it on purpose, but I sometimes you just don't know back then like what to do in life, so you just stop it all. But I realized the moment that the break of not touching the instrument, not listening to music, the fact that you have touched it before last time, you did all this. When you come back, you kind of like you can gain a more precise skill in music, I guess. Yeah, it's different every time.
And you get to
stop and
appreciate
play.
more.
Yeah. So where will be?
So education. Talking about
Education.
education here.
So high.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's amazing how he teaches his students in his own way and on his approach, and also magic classes.
Of course, what they want to learn, I teach them as well. But it's more the private classes. And also I conduct workshop if anyone needs them, and demo for guitar in guitar shops as well. So I do that.
And I also want to ask about do you have a band, or do you usually do it solo, or you just get sessionist?
It depends on what the demand. So if people want a band, then I get my bandmates. I have different bandmates, sessionists, to be precise, because everybody have their own projects as well, and this is one of their projects. So respectfully, I have to ask their time and everything, and then if they're around, then we can do the band thing. Yeah, I do have a band. Includes a violinist. Can I highlight some bandmates?
Of course, go ahead.
I have Mr. Jonathan Kaur, who is a great violinist in Malaysia.
Isn't he also from Penang?
Yes, he's also from Penang.
Go Penang.
Yeah, he's really he's good. I also play with another violinist, Ken Lee, which is from here, and he is a solo performer as well. You know, like Vanessa May kind of thing. It's
Right.
Wow. So I feel violin element, string element nowadays is kind of old. It's the old element that is modern now. If you check out, now that I do not know why, but in America, the new music includes violin all the time. And it's played in a very folk style. But they are right in front now.
Do you have a few examples of?
There's this, you know, the Good Charlotte band, their new band. What brothers, some brothers.
Okay, so they feature
a violinist. And also there's another band, Black Keys. No, sorry, not Black Keys. Black Keys also have violin in their music. But you have Jack White, newest music as well, also features violin inside and sounds folk.
Oh,
so
the whole this element of violin sounds
it's
different.
it's as though if you study music back in time, like 5 years and span of time, 10 years, every 10 years generation leap, people are listening to different type of things. People are in tune with different type of things. So I guess maybe this is the time people are very in tune with acoustic, the wood, more guitar wood, and more these are organic instrument sounds and less electronic. Yeah, we have electronic sounds, but the electronic sounds are mostly, I guess, put in the beats, because the beat really carries in the radio station. Yeah.
And who are the other your bandmates?
Yeah, you're highlighting your band members.
The rest, I usually have different sessionists.
Okay, I see.
But I have Jonathan and Ken. Usually, I jam with them a lot for most of my gigs.
So how long has it been working with them?
For Jonathan, I think about 1 year, about a year. Yeah, about a year plus.
So will it be recording for your songs as well?
Yes,
this coming
definitely.
album?
Yeah, all the musicians that I played with will record in my next album, just to have different music, different feel. Yeah.
So when can we expect your album then? When are you?
I really hope we can expect the album this year.
This year, by this year.
I really hope.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long have you been working on it? Started writing and all?
Started writing my first song 2000. Oh no, actually back in when I was 21, 7 years ago, I actually wrote a song that is not featured anywhere. It's a song that okay, the story is I won a competition, singing competition called DJ Celebrity, and then I wrote a song and put it in the album. And the album you cannot find it anywhere because I did not release it anywhere.
Okay.
I got a picture of me jumping on a jumping up on a trampoline and then doing funny stunts.
Right.
So I didn't release. I sound very funny. I got a Malay song
Oh yeah.
with KRU, recorded a Malay song with KRU in
Oh.
the CD. That was like my first CD ever, man.
I
DJ Celebrity.
see.
Yeah. So that was actually my first step into the industry because when I won the competition, I actually traveled the whole Malaysia
Right.
to do music, to just sing without guitar. Sing. Josh Groban's songs. You name it, man.
So, do you have songs in other languages other than English? Because most of
I-
them are in English.
I can sing Malay songs, but I do not have other songs, other languages.
What is your
Of my
go-to
own.
Malay song?
Manbai songs, Belayan Jiwa. I also know some like Indonesian
Okay.
songs, yeah. But I think I would love to sing some Malay songs. It's just that I haven't taken a step to write
Right.
any Malay songs. Tapi boleh nak cakap Melayu. Aku yang Penang
Mestilah.
kan. Pro, aku cakap dah.
Could you share your experience, your performance in China? Because it'll be different from how you perform in London as well, right?
Wait, I didn't go to China.
You didn't go to China,
No.
but you say you tour around after London.
No, not China. I went Manchester for a while. Went to Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I didn't go to China.
Oh,
I don't know.
any place in the
No,
Asian
no.
countries?
Asia got Indonesia, Thailand.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't touched Singapore yet, but soon I guess Indonesia, Thailand. Yeah.
Okay, then moving on to that topic.
Yeah,
How are the
sorry.
scenes there in Singapore and Indonesia compared to Malaysia scenes? Music.
It's different. You see, like different places. Like let's say Thailand. I went to the islands, so we have the bars and we have great musicians. I jam with every place I go. I make sure I perform and then I jam with the musicians there, and have a good time, and realize that these people do that because they stay there and they kind of do this for not for a living, to live. This is their life. So it's different concept.
Right.
You know, these are the people that you can find in rainforest festivals. They have project bands, and they go to the rainforest festival and play. And in Indonesia, I play in hotels. Because I played in places where I still play cover songs to attend to clients, to
I
attend to
see.
people. You know, so and also make some of my own music. So the reception is better than here in
I
Malaysia
see.
still, because people are still open to new music, especially when you're not from you sing English songs and you're Asian. I think that's the right thing still over there. I think in Malaysia we do have many musicians that can sing English song really, really well.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So I guess that's a different.
So you've been around actually for a very long time, and
yeah, I
I've
guess so.
also I'm not going to reveal my age, but I think it's been about maybe about nearly 6 years ago since I heard about you, and so can I say you're pretty much a veteran when it comes to the music scene in KL?
I think I'm wise enough to know what I have to do to survive.
Would you consider coming up with any scouting events like what Reza Saleh is doing with the Moonshine? As
Or have
well?
you ever thought
Yeah.
about it?
I think
Since you kind of know your way around.
I wouldn't come up with a scouting event,
Okay.
but I on a personal level, I always scout people on my own interests. I'm seriously interested to know more music, more different type of sound and stuff. So, but I do not want to scout for anything officially, because then I will be responsible for these people. But I always give my best advice to these people if they come across. You know, I feel like this guy is so good. I have to tell him that he's good. He deserve it. So, but yeah, that's how I scout people on my personal time or personal interests.
Nowadays, we can see a lot of platforms open to all those young musicians, like, started from open mics. And then not only what Reza Saleh has been doing, a lot of other people actually do organize open mics. So what's your view on this, having all those open mic platforms in Malaysia?
I think I'm so glad that we have so many platforms featuring open mics. That is like the best way ever, because the most humble way to do music is humble. It's the sincere way to get to see how far you can go in what you can do. So when you go on stage in an open mic, is you and them, and they don't know you don't know them. So you gotta learn your way to make people look at you and listen to you. It's not about what music you're gonna play. It's what you're gonna do to make them pay attention to you in the next 2-3 minutes. Yeah, so open mics, and then you get more gigs from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think it's the best way.
I see. I think at this point I can dare to say that because whenever I think of Ray Cheong, and I've listened to a few of his tunes as well, more than a musician, I always think of you as a producer. So it's like, because of recently I've watched this movie called Begin Again. It's all about producing music, and it's really, the storyline is obvious, but then whole the story that it had, the content and also elements inside, it was pretty amazing. So when you see all those youngsters, coming up in the music scene, do you have you ever thought of producing them, or to improve their talents? Because you said you do give best advice to them, so it's a sort of educating them in your own way.
Yeah.
So have you ever thought about that?
Um,
Like for example, you see one girl with the guitar and they're playing in an open mic session, and then you see whole arrangement of the instruments, and then maybe you can actually feature her one of your performance, and then bring her to more scenes in Malaysia.
yeah. Yes. Definitely, I do that again on a personal level, and not like let's produce something right now, because I have yet to produce something on my own yet.
Definitely.
So, but I definitely I will go up to the person, and for sure I'll give my opinion,
Yeah.
because it's still up to everyone does music for a different reason, and we have to respect that, and everyone at different age have a different level of understanding of music and why they do music, what do they want out of music. So sometimes I feel it's not my position to tell people
I see.
what they should do, but I think it's my position to tell them that your music sounds really, really good. Yeah.
That's really humble side of Rachel.
Yeah, very thoughtful of you. And that's all the time that we have for this morning.
Yeah.
So thank you very much to Ray Cheong for joining us
No
in the studio
problem.
today.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.